Everyone again, we're back for the after show chat and urge you to come in and talk directly with Connie and us. And we'll just bring anything you want to bring up, have any questions, any reactions to the show.
And we very much appreciated the comments which were in the comment stream. So that now is the occasion for not too long to talk directly with Connie and get the answers to your questions. So please click on the picture, which you find also in the Facebook group. There is a woman face smiling, and underneath other 4 or 5 little pictures. And click on that, and you should come directly into the room. Okay. And hopefully somebody comes, but in the meantime, we will talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will talk.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've been doing is talking.
Yeah. No, I want to share with you how much I enjoy to talk with people from whom I can learn something. You know, I feel, you said before, what you think now will make you feel afterwards in this way. No? Yeah. And I'm normally the whole evening after a show like this, I'm energized.
Percolate. And, you know, I think that's why it's important. I mentioned this sitting and being in silence, and I don't do it nearly as much as I should, but it reminds me, like in the morning when I wake up and I try to write my dreams down, but oftentimes it's not until a half hour later. And like they tell you, if you don't do it like right when you wake up, it can just evaporate. And
absolutely.
So thinking that, just laying there and processing right then and there. And if I write it down later, that's fine too. But we have so much to process and take in. If we just stop and allow that to happen, then instead of feeling bombarded and all over the place, because that's how we learn. That's how we do grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel, actually, I might make a point that we didn't make before. You know, when people say, well, I used to be able to do 5 things at once and all that kind of, but now that I'm getting older, I believe that there's actually an adaptive advantage as you get older to not be able to multitask as much, because I believe that in less multitasking, and I'm terrible because with so much virtual work that I do, I'm constantly, you know, I'm on this and reading that and so on. But if one stays focused in just this moment-to-moment experience, there's so much richness that we lose a lot. So I actually believe that having, you know, lesser ability to multitask as you get older, which I do believe is probably something that could be scientifically proven. I think it's a very adaptive thing.
Thank you for the confirmation.
Yeah, and also that we do it in a different way. We sort of, getting older, that's certainly my experience, you are sort of less driven to do everything at once, or to have to do everything. Or let's say in a different way, you can choose better what you believe or what you feel is more important, and can let go of all the other stuff, you know.
But we may have interrupted her.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm totally agreeing.
Okay.
If no one else is joining us, I should probably get back to my online conference call that I got permission to not go to Santa Barbara, it's a face-to-face meeting. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm up on a screen or what, but I'm looking down into this like open square room of people. And then when I have a comment, I have to press the little, you know, raise your hand or out and so on. But, you know, that's fine. It just happened. I just agreed to be on this committee about a month ago because no one else would do it. So.
Oh, you're the one people ask because you're so busy.
Yeah, I know. It's a big problem. But, you know, but then I became the hero because no one else would do it. And why not? And it's a time-limited thing. I've been on this committee before, which is one reason I didn't want to do it. But 2 days of meeting, 3 times a year in Santa Barbara. But I said, I will be on this committee, but I want to do it virtually because it's too much traveling. I've really scaled back this year on my travels. So,
yeah. This is also good that you take a stand for what is needed and not just get consumed by what other people want.
Absolutely.
Exactly. very true.
Very good. So we have two viewers, and if they don't come in, I thank you for having taken the time to dedicate it to us, and I certainly want that we meet again and talk again, maybe in June or something, or July.
Well, tell me what your next series is on. You know, it'd be great to do something on the arts, and I'd love to have an opportunity maybe next time with John Fitzgerald, and we can talk about the rhythm and drumming and so on. Because we want to take this day-long workshop, but maybe do it in other venues, and it doesn't have to be a day. He's also done multi-day workshops. That's mostly training people who will facilitate drum circles and so on. But you know, a lot of people have fun, and to be able to, you know, use instruments and so on. It'd be kind of interesting to do. Maybe we could do a virtual drum circle, and people who have their drums. We could do the drumming across the globe on a Google.
That'll be interesting with time lags.
Yeah, I don't think we would need Zoom for that. I have heard Zoom is working, but not with Hangouts. Okay. It has too much time lag. We will figure that out. Okay. Yeah. So thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Have a good night. Okay. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. But I think we stay still here a moment, because I would like to talk about, you can go up on top. Oh yeah, here she is. I will talk a little bit about that, what we have heard.
Well, we don't need these now.
Oh no, we don't. Yeah, there's always the technical question.
Yeah.
And I was very pleased that people showed up also in the comment stream and had very good comments here. So people who are watching, come in. We are talking.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I talk always with this guy. Yeah. So
please, somebody else talk to me besides her. Okay. Yeah.
So for me, what came up most of inside of me is to find the right balance between, you know, it's a state of mind, yes, but force me into a state of mind or not, you know? So how can I say that?
I don't know, but I just got a kind of well-centered feeling that tells me when I'm engaged enough, when I'm engaged too much. And right now, after all the stimulation of the past hour, I'm really enjoying this relative quietness. And I don't know if anyone's listening, but even if they are, it's still, I'm still able to come from a slightly different centered place than I was when I was live with our guest. And I felt I had to be very close, paying attention, being very attentive and responding, and maybe thinking about what I'm going to say as soon as I get a chance.
A smart question.
Huh?
A smart question.
Yeah, yes.
Question.
Wanting to be smart. Yes.
Yes.
So right now, I'm just with you, and so I don't have to be so smart.
Yeah. Also, somebody will watch it later on now.
I think.
What I wanted to add, what I didn't have chance to say, she was talking about being more quiet and silence and so on. And I wanted to tell you who is watching that and will watch it later, that in the Wisdom Factory, we have the Women Matters series where we women meet about once a month now. And the last episode...
I just lurk in the background there.
The last episode, it was about silence and sensing. And these are considered feminine qualities. And how we can use these feminine qualities in public discourse and public discussions. So, and this was very interesting what Gertraud and Bettina shared about, because they have experience in businesses. They are sort of coaches, and Bettina is an engineer, and about processes which they have or guided or participated in, how sensing and silence can create a completely different space of possibility. Also in, you know, in business which are not particularly innovative or woo-woo spiritual or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you are inspired, go to thewisdomfactory.net. Oh, the cat is
Cat is
lying
on
on my
tag.
look here. He is all the time lying around here.
Which is,
No, he doesn't want to anymore.
yeah, here we go.
Okay, thewisdomfactory.net, and you find our broadcast series, and then the rider opens and you find Women Matters, and then you find the last two broadcasts. And I think really it's very important that we go in a different state of mind to resolve problems. And that's why I finally got Mark to meditations, not only in the evening before sleeping or getting to sleep during it, but also in the morning, that we begin our day with not a long 15-minute meditation, but at least get, a little bit more centered and notice how this mind goes
Absolutely.
everywhere. No?
Yeah, it doesn't get me to any emptiness. It gets me to noticing what's going on with me, how I react. If a cat meows, how I react to
the patterns of immediately wanting to jump up
Yeah.
and do and fix and stuff. You get really, who is not yet a meditator, you get really big insights about yourself, and it's highly recommended to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, and then age is a state of mind. What is your state of mind now concerning your age and concerning the age of the day?
Well, I think I've had about enough of this for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to move on and do something else.
Eat,
And
for instance.
Eat. Yeah.
It's 8:15 something in the evening.
And let the dog in and
Feed the cats, feed ourselves.
and things like that.
Yeah, and then we will prepare tomorrow. The timestamps and everything will be posted in the website. So you will find the places in the conversation with Connie. So you can go easily to some place where you were particularly interested in, and you don't have necessarily to watch the whole thing. We are happy if you watch the whole thing, if you find it valuable enough to watch the whole thing, but if you don't want to, you can find the places. And it takes us a little bit of time to do that, but we do.
Unless you like it, even if it's just a little bit like it, enough to click on the like.
Okay, and with that, I see nobody came in.
So,
Don't be shy. By the way, one of my goals is that if you are women who are watching and not coming in, I really want to have women to get courageous enough and come in and be visible in public. And in this case, public is the internet, because it's important that we do that. And don't think I always have talked in this way. Really not. It took me quite a bit of training, and we started with these things 3 years ago. And
of course, I let her do this, Yeah.
Come on. And you learn it. And I have learned quite a bit and feel so much more confident. And now I think I will be able to do, let us say, my calling or my mission or purpose or whatever, because it has something to do with going out and not hiding anymore and expect that others to do the things for me instead of myself. I'm coming, and I hope you come with me, okay? And if you need help, ping me, call me. We can work together, okay?
How do they reach you?
Oh, the Wisdom Factory contact form, they can reach me, no problem. Unfortunately, we don't have the name tags here anymore with Google Hangout. So you just have to remember the wisdomfactory.net and go to contact, and I will get your message. Okay? See you then. And next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.